Welcome to another Rolled in Reacts episode. This customer came in because their car was smoking a lot after the customer accidentally filled it up with diesel instead of gas. And this car came in after the customer had done some suspension work by themselves. And this customer came in saying that they think they need new brakes. This camshaft came out of a F450 where the owner had towed something a bit too heavy. And here's a little quick tip if you don't have a funnel on you when changing oil. The dipstick works just fine. Customer states, I think I have a bad wheel bearing. And this is what you do when you want to make sure that you don't have any future oil leaks. This customer came in saying that they hit a curb faster than usual and now they need a checkup. This mechanic was doing some wiring work on this G-Class Mercedes when he found a little souvenir. A pretty well-aged avocado. And this customer had done their own oil change. Customer states, car wobbles at higher speeds, please advise.
It ain't got no gas in it.
This car came in because the owner complained about a loud noise. And the owner of this car came in for a pre-purchase inspection, and this is what the mechanic found. And this customer just wanted an alignment. This truck came in because of poor acceleration after the customer had changed their own air filter. Apparently, they forgot to put in a new one. And this customer came in with his brakes on fire after he accidentally topped off his brake system with power steering fluid. This customer had their friend install a sport air filter for them, because why not? Uh-oh. Customer states, wobbling steering wheel, please advise. This car came in because of a little bit of a clunking noise. And this customer came in complaining about their window being too loud. This car came in with a leaking head gasket after the owner had tried replacing it all by themselves. Customer states, engine sounds louder than normal, please advise. And this customer was driving through a puddle of water that turned out to be a larger pothole. And this van came in after the customer had just gotten their wheel bearings replaced at another shop. This customer fixed their engine problem all by themselves. This Toyota Avalon came in for a post-purchase inspection, and this is what the mechanic found. Apparently, the previous owner had done all the previous work on the car himself. And this customer had their friend help them with an oil change, but they ended up splitting the O-ring for the oil filter housing. The mechanic discovered that the car also had pretty good knock-knock jokes. Customer states, starting issues.
Alright, hit it.
This customer had an oil leak and decided to fix it themselves, but had to come in again because the fix didn't last that long. And this customer came in because of a bit of a misfire. This truck came in because the customer heard a loud bang from the wheels when driving home from work. And this customer came in with a clunking noise after having had some work done at another shop. And this Ford F-150 came in after the owner had tried going off-road for the first time. The mechanic later said that the total cost ended up being $10,000. Customer states, car runs really badly and sounds weird. The owner of this car came in complaining about a sudden loss of power when driving on the highway. This customer had changed their own brake lines, but had to come in because of a leak. And this customer had added a bit too much fog light fluid to their car. This car came in because the owner just couldn't open the window. This Chrysler Pacifica came in because of a bad clunking noise during hard acceleration. Turned out to be a pretty broken engine mount. And this mechanic had some extra help when working on this engine. Customer states, car makes a lot of noise and runs poorly. The mechanic found there to be very little oil on the dipstick, a lot of valve train noise, and pretty much no oil left in the engine. This customer had their father-in-law install a new water pump for them, but had to come in 3 days later because of a leak. And this customer came in complaining about their car sounding like a tractor. This car came in looking like this after the customer's friend had towed it behind them while still in second gear. And this customer said that they typically do all their own work, but had to come in because they needed a tire rotation. This 2019 Honda CR-V came in for an oil change, and this is what the mechanic found. Apparently, the car had 60,000 miles on it and hadn't had a single oil change since new. And this customer had done a bit of work on their differential, but had to come in because they had an oil leak and a lot of whining noise. Customer states, I hear a clunking noise. This 92 Chevy CK 1500 came in after the customer had done some work on it all by themselves. This car came in with a pretty bad turbo noise. New bearings? Nah. This customer had done some wheel and suspension work by themselves, but had to come in because of a pretty loud clunking noise when going over bumps. Customer states, try doing my own paint job, but paint just keeps coming off. This Chevy Tahoe came in for a regular oil change when the mechanic discovered this. And this mechanic had worked on this stock snap bolt for a solid 30 minutes when it finally started to turn. Customer states, weird transmission noises when putting it in drive. This car came in because the customer said it had a timing belt issue, but this is what the mechanic found. This truck came in with wheel bearing issues after the customer had tried doing their own quick fix. This car came in for a seasonal wheel swap when the mechanic found this. Customer states, clunking noises and vibration when driving. The mechanic found the issue to be a worn carrier bearing. And this Honda Civic came in after the owner had tried to install a lowering kit by themselves, but had apparently forgot to put the strut nuts back. And this 1996 Ford F-150 apparently had more than just one owner. And this Infiniti QX60 came in with some starting issues after getting a new battery installed at a different shop. Customer states, repaired washer hoses myself, but I still have a leak. And this truck came in with a bit of a wobbling issue. Customer states, car seat makes theme song noises. And this customer came in saying that they drove their truck downhill at top speed, but now can't tell how fast they're driving. This 2020 Kia Soul came in because the customer said it had a noise during hard acceleration. Turns out that it was a CVT issue. And this customer had done their own oil change, but accidentally overfilled their car by about 5 quarts. Customer states, I think I ran into a porcupine. This car came in after it had started to run poorly, and this is what the mechanic ended up finding.
Oh no.
And this customer came in complaining about exhaust smells inside the cab. Customer states, was driving on the highway and heard a really loud bang. The mechanic said that this carnage was caused by the double cardan joint on the front drive braking. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe for more. Thank you for watching, and until next time.